Now to the border crisis. The Military Times and the Texas Tribune obtained an internal Texas Military Department document which revealed a National Guardsman shot and injured a migrant. Here's what they wrote in their report. Quote, the soldier who fired is named Specialist Angel Gallegos. He's an infantryman assigned to the border as part of Governor Greg Abbott's Operation Lone Star, which is a multi-billion-dollar mission intended to fill the gaps where Customs and Border Protection are not, partly because of the Biden administration. Now, this is the first known shooting incident where a soldier from the National Guard had shot and injured a migrant since this all started back in March of 2021. The injury to the migrant, we should report, is not life-threatening. And joining us now for more on this is former Texas Congresswoman Mayra Flores. It's great to have you with us.
Thank you so much for having me.
Now, I read this story, and I saw this is the first time this has ever happened, and I think that really speaks to the professionalism of the National Guard. But at the same time, you think about this, they shouldn't be there in the first place. Greg Abbott should not have to deploy the National Guard to Texas because that's what the federal government is for, Customs and Border Protection. When you hear about this, I mean, I would imagine this is just the first of many of these to come, unfortunately.
You're absolutely right. This is on the Biden administration. He continues to put in policies that encourage migrants to come here to the United States illegally, knowing the dangers, knowing that immigrants are having to go through a dangerous journey where they will be raped, abused, having to pay thousands of dollars to criminal organizations. And he still continues to put in place policies that encourage illegal immigration instead of focusing on legal immigration. My husband is a Border Patrol agent. I've never been worried before about his safety. And now I am constantly worried about his safety, constantly checking on him, making sure he's okay. And my heart goes out to all Border Patrol families. I know exactly what they're going through, but we must put an end to this. This does not help our country, but this also doesn't help migrants as well. And if we care about migrants, we should focus on legal immigration and help them come here legally, where they don't have to go through so much abuse. And it's the right way to go, and allow our Border Patrol agents to do their job, enforce the laws that Congress put in place, allow them to stop the fentanyl that is coming into our country that is killing our children, allow our Border Patrol agents to stop gang members, allow our Border Patrol agents to stop terrorists.
Mayra,
and because of this humanitarian crisis, they're not able to.
I'm glad you brought up the personal angle. You know, being married to a patrol agent, Border Patrol agent, you do see firsthand. And I think what you experience day in and day out, especially with anyone living along the border, is just, you know, when we hear about cities like New York and other cities complaining about migrants, I mean, it is a fraction of what is happening. And we do have some recent statistics that were published in the Wall Street Journal talking about the number of migrant arrests. They're saying they fell by roughly half due to this new enforcement. But isn't it just basically a shell game? These are the people who are applying, you know, perhaps for the asylum, but there's a huge amount of gotaways. Just tell us about why we may be seeing this and the truth really behind that headline.
Well, first of all, this asylum claims, the majority of them do not have a legitimate asylum claim. And unfortunately, this process is being taken advantage. The majority do not qualify for asylum claims. So we need to fix this process to help people who actually do have a legitimate claim asylum. This is why it's so important to support this Texas bill that is going to be put in the House very soon to vote. In Washington, we need border security, but we need to fix this asylum process because it's not helping people that actually do have a legitimate claim asylum, and it's being taken advantage by everyone. Everyone that is coming in is claiming asylum, but there's so many of them that actually do not even claim asylum, and our government is just assuming that they're claiming asylum and that they're asylum seekers, and it just write them in as asylum seekers when in fact they're not even claiming asylum. So it's something very unfortunate, and I think that our government is also setting up these migrants to fail, because how are they going to be able to provide for themselves? Is everyone asking themselves, how are they going to feed themselves and their family? Where are they going to live? So are they supposed to live in the streets for the next 4 years whenever they get that court date? How
Yeah.
are they going to be able to provide for themselves? So, and no one's thinking about these things, but I am, because I am worried about these children. This is America. We're not supposed to be seeing kids in the street hungry. And I don't care where kids are from. We should not be okay with kids living in the streets, asking for food. It's just not who we are.
The
So if
humanitarian
we care
aspect of
about
this, you're absolutely right, Congresswoman. The humanitarian aspect of this cannot get lost. Congresswoman Mayra Flores, great to have you with us. Thank you.